Good morning. Welcome back to the homestead. So glad you could make it. All right, I'm going to get on this wall, see if I can get it standing, and then I'll have to take it down and punch the holes for the landscape timbers that we're going to sink in the ground to help hold it in place. We're not going to just rely on the T-posts that we put in. Although T-posts are pretty strong, they are still made of metal and they do bend. These are sunk more than halfway in the ground, so I'm not worried about that part. The metal itself could bend as well, though. Hopefully, because we have the mound's been in place for a long time and it's good and solid, that we shouldn't have a lot pushing on it, just whatever it is we fill the backside with. So, without further ado, I'm going to go gather up the post hole digger, grab some landscape timbers and set them out, and start setting the fence up so that I know where to sink the rest of the T-posts, because I haven't got them all sunk in yet. I've got about 4 more to do. So, and I may have to move one, I'm not sure. We'll see how that works out. Anyway, let's get to it. All right, what you saw me doing was just marking the ground so I know exactly where to punch the holes for the landscape timbers. Those will get buried at least 2 feet, maybe a little more in the ground and packed down around them. That should help hold anything from coming out. As far as the T-posts go, I'm going to figure out a way to tie those boards to the T-post so that it helps hold as well. I've already got an idea. I'm not sure if it's going to work the way I want it to, but I do have an idea. So anyway, we'll go with whatever works, I guess. But for now, I need to move all of these panels and get my my trusty post hole digger out and start punching some holes. Trying to make a minimum of mess because that thing slings dirt everywhere. Anyway, shouldn't be too bad. We'll see. Okay, what I need to do is gather up the posts that I'm going to put in the holes. I need to stand the panels up first. That way I'm not trying to shove them in between the T-post and the wooden post. And it should go a little smoother that way. Then I'm going to have to pound the posts in. Thinking about that, I'll stand the panels up, I guess, put the posts in place, put some dirt in there to hold the posts where they need to be, and then maybe move the panels to pack the dirt. I don't know. We'll just have to see how it goes. Anyway, you're along for the ride too, so... All right, posts are sunk in. Now I just need to secure the fencing to the posts. I'm going to use 3-inch screws for that, and then we'll cut them off so that they're even with the top of the fence. Well, alrighty then. It's done. It's a project that's been 2 years in the making. Ever since we put these, had these shelters put in, we've been thinking about what we wanted. Finally got what we wanted. I think it turned out pretty good. I know Brenda's happy about it because she's already told me she's picturing her big Merry Christmas banner across the front of it. So that's pretty cool. Anyway, we are off to town because we have to go do laundry. That is not such a fun thing, but it has to be done. Those of you that wear clothes know that. Anyway, ta-da! All right, well, that's it for us. We got to get into town and do some laundry. We sure appreciate you watching. God bless you. We'll see you next time on the Homestead. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, share it with your friends, leave us a comment.